Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like a friendship isn't what it used to be? Maybe there's a disconnect, or you feel like you're the only one putting in the effort? Or worse, you might even fear being judged or left behind when you're going through a tough time. If you've experienced any of these signs, this video is for you. Today, we're diving deep into the key signs that a friendship might be coming to an end, and why it's so important to recognize these red flags early. So, if you want to learn how to nurture genuine friendships and protect your emotional well-being, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. When the core values of both parties are different, when two friends no longer share the same thoughts or values, their relationship may go through several changes and challenges. This can happen for various reasons, such as changes in perspectives, interests, life goals, or simply differences in how they view and behave in life. When two people no longer think alike, they may feel distant, and a lack of understanding or empathy can lead to misunderstandings. For example, one person may not understand the other person's decisions or choices, while the other person may not accept or sympathize with their viewpoint. This can create distance in the relationship and gradually weaken the friendship. If the differences in thinking are not addressed carefully, they can lead to conflicts and arguments. Conversations or debates become more tense when each person defends their own point of view, instead of listening and seeking empathy. This not only hurts the friendship, but can also lead to negative thoughts about each other. When their thinking diverges, communication is also affected. Conversations may become less engaging, lack connection, or only revolve around neutral topics. The friendship may no longer be as deep, and they may no longer share thoughts, feelings, and experiences like they used to. Each person might feel lonely, even when they're together. When two friends no longer think alike, there may be a sense of not being understood and a lack of support. One of the essential elements of friendship is the feeling of being listened to and understood. Without empathy, each person may feel like they no longer find companionship in the relationship. Although differences in thinking can create conflicts, they can also be an opportunity for personal growth. Differences can help each person reflect on themselves, reconsider their values and perspectives. Sometimes, instead of trying to change each other, the friendship can grow stronger when each person learns to accept the differences and develop in that environment. At times, when two people no longer think alike, the friendship may no longer be as suitable as it once was. If the differences are too large and cannot be overcome, it may be necessary to reevaluate the relationship. This does not mean ending the friendship, but it could be a phase to reconsider whether the relationship is still viable. 2. You are the only one making an effort to maintain the relationship. In a relationship, it is essential that both parties make an effort to sustain it. Otherwise, the friendship becomes unbalanced. The person who invests the most time and effort may begin to feel frustrated when their efforts are not reciprocated and may eventually give up. When you are the only one making an effort to maintain a friendship, this situation can lead to feelings of loneliness and hurt, as you might feel as though you are carrying the entire relationship. Here are some things that can happen in this situation. You may feel tired and lonely if you are the only one trying. Constantly taking the initiative to reach out, organize meetups, or resolve issues in the relationship can make you feel like you're putting in more effort without receiving the deserved return. This feeling of imbalance can create a sense of injustice in the friendship, causing you to question your own value and efforts. When you try to maintain the relationship but don't receive any attention or effort from your friend, you may feel hurt. You might think that you are not important enough to that person, or that they don't truly value the friendship. Over time, this disappointment can accumulate, leading to a sense of being underappreciated. Maintaining a friendship unilaterally can be exhausting. You may feel stressed as you're constantly thinking of ways to keep the relationship going, or even trying to avoid conflict or misunderstandings. Without shared support or effort from the other side, You may feel drained and lose your motivation. No matter how much effort you put in, if the other person doesn't respond, you might feel like you're losing an important friend. This sense of loss can be painful because you've invested so much time and energy into nurturing the relationship, yet you don't receive the return you deserve. When you are the only one trying to maintain the friendship, you may experience many negative emotions, such as exhaustion, hurt, and disappointment. It is important to recognize that friendship requires effort from both sides. If you are constantly the only one keeping the relationship alive without receiving any attention in return, you need to evaluate whether the friendship is still valuable and worth continuing. Ultimately, cherish relationships where both sides invest and support each other. 3. You fear being judged by them, so you hide everything. When you fear being judged by others and feel the need to hide everything, it can create feelings of stress, loneliness, and a lack of freedom in the relationship. This fear can affect your personal growth and the quality of your friendship. Here are some of the effects of hiding everything due to fear of judgment, and some ways to address this situation. When you cannot open up and share everything with your friends, you will feel an invisible gap between you and them. Although you may be physically together, if you constantly keep your true feelings and thoughts hidden, you may feel lonely because you are not being understood. Hiding everything prevents you from forming a deep connection with others. This feeling can diminish the quality of the friendship and make you feel unaccepted, even though you may be trying your best to maintain the relationship. Constantly worrying about what others think about you will cause stress and fatigue. You will need to carefully consider every word, action, or decision to avoid being judged, creating significant mental pressure. The feeling of always having to act differently from your true self can increase anxiety and lower self-confidence. You will feel as though you are not allowed to be yourself. When you cannot share your true thoughts and feelings, you will not receive support or useful advice from your friends. This makes it difficult for you to develop or change positively, as you cannot learn from others' feedback or experiences. Hiding things can also prevent you from discovering new aspects of yourself or making positive changes in your life. If you always keep things to yourself, your friend might feel that something is wrong or that they are being deceived. They may sense that you don't trust them enough to share important things in your life. This can lead to misunderstandings and create unease in the relationship. The friendship may lose its sincerity, and the feeling of not being truly understood or valued can lead to conflict or a breakdown. A lasting and deep friendship is built on trust and sharing. When you hide everything because of fear of judgment, you cannot build a truly strong and close relationship. This can make the relationship shallow, lacking in understanding and real connection. Living in a state of fear of judgment and hiding everything can negatively impact your mental health. Feelings of stress, anxiety, and fatigue can lead to depression or other mental issues. You may feel that you are not living authentically, which can lower your self-esteem and confidence. When you start hiding everything from your friends because you fear they will harshly judge you, it is often a sign that you no longer feel emotionally safe. People who genuinely care for and love you can form a strong bond with you and express concern about some of your decisions, but they won't judge you. Therefore, if you often feel judged by your friends, it may be time to reconsider whether this friendship is truly sustainable. 4. They distance themselves from you when you're going through tough times. It's easy to be a good friend when everything is going well, but you often realize who your true friends are when things take a turn for the worse. Consider whether that person reaches out to you and offers support when they know you're going through a difficult time, or if they only contact you when they're struggling and need something from you. When friends distance themselves from you during tough times, feelings of loneliness and disappointment are natural. This is a challenging situation, and sometimes you may feel like you're facing difficulties without the support of close friends. When you're going through a tough time and don't receive support from your friends, you may feel abandoned, lonely, and unimportant. You might feel like you're no longer valued by them, or that they don't value the friendship between you. This distancing can deeply hurt you, as you often expect support and shared moments from friends during hard times. When friends are absent when you need them, trust in the relationship can be damaged. You may begin to question the true value of the friendship and feel betrayed. This feeling can change how you perceive the relationship, turning it from a close friendship to one that lacks connection and support. Without anyone by your side, you may feel lost and like no one understands the struggles you're facing. The loneliness and disappointment of not having friends to support you can make the situation feel even worse. In fact, facing a major challenge without the comfort of loved ones can make your mood even heavier. When you're going through hardship without any sharing or help from friends, your levels of stress and anxiety can increase. You may feel like you're facing everything on your own, which can make you feel stuck and unable to find a solution to your problems. After friends distance themselves when you're in difficulty, you may lose faith in friendship in general. You might start to question the sincerity of all your relationships and feel hesitant to open up to anyone again. This can have a long-term effect on your future relationships. When friends pull away from you during tough times, it can be a painful and difficult experience. However, it is important not to let this damage your self-worth. You can learn to handle this situation by taking care of yourself, seeking support from others, and rebuilding relationships with people who truly care about and support you. While it may take time to heal from the heartbreak, you'll grow stronger and develop better skills for facing challenges in the future. Thanks for watching. I hope today's video helped you reflect on your friendships and understand when it might be time to reassess the relationships in your life. Remember, true friends lift us up, support us during hard times, and make us feel safe to be ourselves. If you've learned something new today, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the topic. Have you ever experienced any of these signs in a friendship? Drop your comments below and let's discuss. Your opinions matter, and I can't wait to hear from you.